Hello traders, it's Tommy here from Nikos Training Academy and welcome in my weekly indices forecast. So first, like always, is DAX, and DAX was in the range whole last week, but still in this range we had some momentum. As you can see here, first of all we had this like small range, and then we had this down move and price retrace. We had another opportunity to try to sell this, to target this, and then after bouncing on that, you started to have some small 1 to 3s also after trendline breakout here, or even from the tops you see. So here we could look for the short scenarios at this because price was pointing down, and here from this we could look for long scenarios, and of course after breakout here also short scenarios again. But remember that we were in the range still from the higher time frame perspective. Okay, so what we have right now on the on DAX is that we have resistance levels where price might to go from the lower time frames. This is the highest point, but like we said, we are around the same zone still. So or we will get bigger range and then we'll get breakouts, and price will continue to go up, or we'll get deeper retracements to this level, maybe to the 36 EMA, and then maybe from this two levels price decide to go up. Okay, so if we go to daily chart, right now we are on the very nice level from our perspective, because from my perspective, because we are on the 36, there is support, there is also trend line, so we are on the very strong level, or again for reaction and continuation of the range, and again we target resistance, or after breakout we have this, yes, breakout and the next level of the support. Then if price breaks this area of the support, we can try to target this zone. Okay, so this is what we have. We go to 4 hour chart, and no, we have this range here, yes, so it's obvious what we have right now. And whenever, if you want to trade in the range, of course, right now long, buy, bounce and trees, target 36 CMA on the 4 hour chart, and then highest point if possible. In between we can also draw trend line like that. Okay, so before this you also have this line. In the range you always have more targets, yes. Sometimes you see price is not exactly like here, we had retest of this and then price never reached the top. Okay, so that's why this also might happen in the range. We said that we would like to target this, but not exactly price might to go there. So right now, if we want to be more conservative, of course you have to wait for breakouts of those two zones. But here you can simply look for or a retracement. Yes, retracement where back to the 36, short 1 to 3, you look for short scenarios, or aggressively right now we are around the support zone. So what you can do, aggressively go to lower time frames, and for example, if price starts to break this 15-minute trend line, you can, for example, look for the 15-minute long 1 to 3 here, and then place conservative way is to place stop loss below this whole bottom, or if you get like a more aggressive below the 0.3. Why the difference? Because sometimes on the support we not get exactly situation that after making setup price will continue. We also can get false breakout, price will go down and retest this, maybe play around and then continue to go. So that's why we can be more protected with this stop loss. If you want to have confirmation, at least you have to wait. Right now we don't have trend line, but if you get retracement 36 and price breaks this EMA crossover like here, okay, then you can start to look for buy scenarios. Yes, so this is what we have on DAX right now. And let's go to NASDAQ. And NASDAQ made for us last week some opportunities here, and also after retracement we also had some small moves, but again only for intraday traders. And what is happening right now, we are retesting support zone. Okay, we are retesting support. Let me delete unnecessary lines right now. So we are retesting right now area of the support. As you can see, yes, indices likes to have like a big range of the area. So we see that price is still retesting. And now how it looks, it looks like potential long 1 to 3 retest of the support, and maybe we'll continue to go up. If this support will be broken, then we can get this deeper retracement to this, and then maybe even lower. From the weekly perspective, we know that we don't have yet like a clear confirmation if you want to go up or down. Okay. But definitely what we know on the weekly is that price broke this trend line, so that's why we can expect a possible up move. So this is what we have here. This is our daily trend line, which is our, of course, target if we would like to take some long scenarios. But long scenarios we can take after breakout of this trend line, ideally with a 36 EMA. And now what you can do, you wait for the retracement back to the 36 CMA, and then you can look still for short scenarios. This price action and momentum looks quite nice, so we can really look for this. Also 1 hour chart retracement back to the 36. You also have this trend line here. Look for short scenarios and target this support zone and previous bottom. Okay, so this is what we have on NASDAQ. Whenever, of course, price breaks this, you look still for sell. And like I said, if we get breakout, you look for buys and target this trend line and then this resistance. US 30, finally we had some movement on the US 30 and the price broke this range or wedge. Finally we have momentum, so it's good information for us. So let's check if I have momentum. I like to make analysis again to see what we have. So from the higher perspective, we have this resistance. This is weekly chart, of course. We have the support zone. Here, this was this range. Right now, you see weekly candle is gaining strength comparing to all those. So maybe you will get what continuation of this down move. If yes, of course, our support area is here on the weekly chart is really down here. Yes, on the weekly. Yes, other levels we have to find on the daily chart. So if you pay attention for the daily, this is our last stop. Last bottom. We have also support area somewhere around this area, and this is possible next stop. In case if price breaks this, our next zone of the support could be here. Yes, could be here. Now, so this is what we have. Now we have this momentum. Support is close, but definitely we are more interested right now to sell this. This is our trend line. It's a little bit far away, so we have to draw this. And this is like also like a volatility line with the 36 CMA. So you can, so this trend line is not, it's not so important for me right now because it's still with the 36 EMA and we have only those 2 touches. So it's not like trend line which is coming from a lot of spikes, a lot of touches. Yeah, so that's why. And so or we can leave this line or we can just base 36 EMA. But what we can do right now, retracement to the 36, and you look for short scenarios, target previous bottom or this support zone. We go to 1 hour chart, exactly the same. You wait for the retracement, look for short scenarios. Okay, and on the 1 hour chart, we have a little bit better line. This will be like this, 1, 2, and more or less the same. So this is what we have right now, sell. And if we think about the long scenarios, at least we have to wait that, this trend line with the 36 will be broken. Yeah, so we have to really wait for this to look for long scenarios. Okay, right now we are looking to sell. Price also might get this deeper retracement to the daily, for example, 36 EMA. To the daily 36 like this, okay, and then we can have another continuation. So right now there is also EMA crossover. So for now, I would prefer to look for sell scenarios on US 30. Nikkei, what we said last time, that or we would like to wait for breakouts of this low zone or breakout of this support zone. and then we look for long. Here we look for short scenarios. We had a breakout, but it seems that it was a false breakout. On the 4-hour chart, we didn't have any setups, but on the 1-hour chart, no, we also didn't get this. This is not 1-hour chart setup, guys. Okay, because if you pay attention, we had this breakout, then we had this range, spike, this, then again range. So this is 1, 2, 3, as you can see here. This is up and retracement, okay? And this, if I start to draw lines, so we would like to see something like this, not something like that, okay? So this is the difference between two setups, okay? So we didn't get a situation. Now it's making for us long scenario, which is okay to try, to be honest, but only as a scalping, intraday trading. However, if I look for this trend line, no. Okay, you see, that's why that's why it's important to make top-down approach. Yes, because for example, you can see 1-hour chart, nice looking second setup, and you say, okay, I will take this. But as you see here on the 4-hour chart, we have still this trend line. So this still might be situation that maybe price will just make this and will continue to go down. Okay, so if you are a day trader, you can look for buy scenarios, but after breakout of this. And if you like, more aggressive option is to wait for breakout of this trend line. Yes, if we go to 1-hour chart, even like that. Okay, so we can just right now we can be squeezed. So for the day traders, I would really say, okay, look for breakouts of those two levels, and here look for buy scenarios, here look for short scenarios, and in this zone, it's better to not trade. Okay, so we can delete this support zone, and right now we are still we don't have clean situation on Nikkei. Okay, Aussie 200, we see that last time we said or long or short scenarios, price broke our support. Yes, price broke our support, which was around this zone, and we said that we can get continuation to this. Okay, and price broke it because it was sitting around this area. That's why we broke it, and there was we had, for example, this 1, 2, 3 here. You had also this 1, 2, 3 here to jump in, or combinations with lower time frames. Okay, so whenever how we can do it, whenever you get the retracement, you try to sell. You have retracement to the 36, you sell. Yes, so whenever you get retracements, you can always try to sell. So what we have right now on the Aussie index is that we are close to this trend line and to this support zone, which is also level from a little bit of the weekly, but we can also have this a little bit deeper retracement to the 36 EMA, and this is more stronger support of the weekly chart. Okay, so we took this from the daily, but this is more from the weekly, and if I unzoom, you will see that it's a little bit stronger. You see this and that. So let me just delete this, and now, or we will get bounces here because it still might create situation, like this, like we had previously. You see, price broke it and then went up. So maybe we'll get this, or maybe we'll still get a little bit deeper retracement to this zone, and from this zone we'll get this bigger reaction. Right now, because daily is pointing down, I would still it will be still fine to look for short scenarios. Okay, so any retracement is option still to look for short, target support, target trend line, another support. So you have the levels where price might react, and the first sign to look for possible long scenarios. I wouldn't say that it will be breakout of this trend line in the 36 EMA, because one issue which is on the daily chart is that we are below the 36 EMA. So if we get breakout of this trend line, we can still have situation that, for example, price will just, if we get this down move, we still can have like a short 1 to 3 on the daily, and price will try to go and retest trend line and this. Okay, so that's why difficult to say right now. It will be necessary to see how price will react around this level. But if you see that we have strong reaction and price continue to go up, then you can start again look for buy scenarios and try to target previous top, which is up here. Okay, so guys, that's all about the indices. I hope you enjoy it. I wish you all wonderful week, and we hear soon. Bye.